Welcome to a game between State College Area High School and Chambersburg. Both teams roster 22 players. That's 44 in total. Statistically, none of these players are going to make the major leagues. But one player did. This is his story.
This is Spencer Bivens. He's 6'4", listed at 220 pounds. This is Spencer Bivens striking out Shohei Ohtani twice. Bivens is a relief pitcher for the San Francisco Giants organization. He's someone who has made his mark at the highest level of baseball. But you would not believe his path to the pros.
I'm Isabella Sposato. Let's get started.
Spencer Bivens was born in Virginia Beach, Virginia. He eventually moved to State College, Pennsylvania, where he pitched for State College Area High School.
But the big-time college programs weren't fighting over this guy.
After graduating, Bivens went to Lewisburg Junior College in North Carolina and pitched for 2 years, transferring to Penn State ahead of the 2015 season.
Then I was practicing and I got cut. I failed a drug test, but that is what it is. And
I was at work. He called me and he said, "Mom, I got kicked off the team." So I came home. He was at home. It was awful because he was shattered. He was devastated. He was crying. He was just punched in the gut, and it was his dream, and it was shattered.
I 2 years pretty much as a student, kind of had not forgotten about baseball, but had to accept that it wasn't going to happen at Penn State, and that was tough. But I enjoyed my time at Penn State. I love Penn State. I'm a Penn State alum. I always will always love Penn State.
Oh, we're just getting started.
Bivens had to leave Division I baseball behind and transfer to a Division II school. He played at Rogers State University in Oklahoma for 2 seasons.
After going undrafted in 2018, Spencer found himself in France?
He spent 1 season pitching in France's top baseball league. He signed with the Kalarska Praha of the Czech Republic, but never made it overseas thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic. He then wound up back in the American Independent League circuit, pitching for the Steel City Slammin' Sammies, Washington Wild Things, West Virginia Power, Gastonia Honey Hunters, and most notably, the Lamont Ducks, where he met Adam Michaelesco.
He was always grinding. So it was always that respect factor. You knew he was gonna make it. I never had a doubt, just because seeing talent and then trying to understand it, you knew right away he was gonna make it.
I told myself this might be it, but we're gonna go all in. And whatever happens next year happens, but you can finish strong, or you can die happy knowing you gave it everything. So when I got a call from the Giants, it was nice to know a team finally was recognizing the fact that I could play at that level. I guess that moment it was wow, I could actually somebody realized that I'm good at baseball.
And I pull out my phone and I see Spencer has tried to call me 6 times, and he's going, "Pick up your phone, Mom." So I called him and I said, "What's up?" And he just totally burst into tears and said, "The Giants just bought my contract." I'm like, "What?" And he said, "The Giants just called." And I was thrilled. I was stunned. I was ready to jump and shriek.
On May 25th, 2022, Spencer signed a contract with the San Francisco Giants.
In a short period of time, he quickly climbed the professional baseball ladder, proving himself as a reliable strikeout pitcher at every level. In 2022, he split time between Single-A San Jose and Triple-A Sacramento. He continued his rise in 2023, beginning in High-A Eugene before earning a promotion to Double-A Richmond. By 2024, he opened the season in Triple-A Sacramento and was recognized as the Pacific Coast League Pitcher of the Month for May.
I'm Jacob Petrarca, and I'll take you the rest of the way. It's time to get personal. When he was 14, a doctor diagnosed Bivens with type 1 diabetes.
Diabetes is a condition where the body doesn't make enough insulin. Insulin regulates sugar, so it must be injected into the body regularly, something Spencer has to deal with every day.
My mom's boyfriend at the time was type 1 diabetic, which is like really a weird coincidence. And he was noticing some of the symptoms in me. Yeah, I went to the hospital in Danville, and they diagnosed me.
Because we had gotten to know Dave and lived with his dealing with diabetes, it wasn't that scary. I mean, it was scary, but it could have been a really frightening diagnosis. And a good friend of mine is a diabetes educator and a nurse practitioner. She happened to be in the ER on the day that Spencer was diagnosed. She's rarely there. And so that was not a coincidence, in my opinion. That was a sign that, we were in good hands.
Now, back to baseball.
You're looking at Spencer Bivens.
Spencer got the call-up from the Giants on June 16th, 2024. At the age of 29, Spencer Bivens made his MLB debut.
He got him. Ball gets away, and the first hitter he faces in the big leagues,
He pitched 3 innings, striking out 4 batters and giving up 1 run, earning the win against the Los Angeles Angels. Now that's a memory for Bivens, family, friends, and mom.
So anyway, I'm sitting there and I saw him loping out to the mound when they put him in for the second inning. It was pretty wild. And I'm looking at Spencer down on the mound, and then he's all over the big screen, and then they've got TV cameras everywhere, and I got the camera guy in my face. I've never experienced anything like it. But as a mom, to see my son do what he's wanted to do and dreamed of doing, and to see him realize that was beyond words.
You root for the people who are respectful, and are cool. Someone who has a good personality. Like, I've definitely seen the other end of it where people were cocky and then they made it and no one was really rooting for them. So Spencer was always a humble kid at heart since I've known him. And so when he went that route, I knew the personality was there.
Well, he's determined, dedicated, and kind. He's thoughtful. He's a good guy, and I'm really proud of the young man he's become.
Bivens will now have a chance to earn a longer contract and keep his spot in the majors.
got him.
Bivens' journey to make it big in baseball is pretty special. He made it through junior college, D2 baseball, independent league baseball, and overseas, and made his dreams come true in the majors. He's had a long, windy road with plenty of stops along the way. And no, he's not reached his destination just yet.
Swing and a miss.